first name. But you have Obi-Wan saying that they're super precise. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. Anyway, so meanwhile on the Death Star, the bad guys are gonna blow up Princess Leia's home planet. Oh my god, she must be devastated. Oh, she is, for about 10 seconds. Oh wow, these people don't have much emotion. So eventually Han's ship gets picked up by the Death Star. Oh man, it's gonna be hard for them to get out of that situation. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, they just hide under the floors on the ship as the stormtroopers search it. The stormtroopers don't use their technology that detects life forms. No, I guess they forgot they had that. Wow. And so then Han and Luke take out some stormtroopers and steal their gear, and it's just the perfect chance for them. Oh, very lucky. And then they go rescue Princess Leia. What happens to all the other rebels that were captured at the same time as her? I don't know. Very nice. And then they end up in a shootout in a hallway with some stormtroopers. And do they have good aim or bad aim now? Oh, bad aim from now on, for sure. Okay, just checking. And then Princess Leia shoots a hole in the wall vent and they dive into a garbage compactor. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Yeah, so, that takes care of the stormtrooper problem. Can't the stormtroopers just, walk up to the hole and shoot them? Yeah, but they're not going to. How come? Because that works. And meanwhile, Obi-Wan Kenobi runs into Darth Vader. Uh-oh. And he's like, you're only a master of evil, Darth. Is his first name Darth? No. Oh. And then they duel with these lightsaber swords they have. Oh, what's that gonna be like? It's gonna be like two old guys who just woke up from a nap started fighting with their canes. I guess that'll be fun to watch. And Obi-Wan's gonna be like, if you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. In what sense? In the sense that if he dies, he'll be able to, communicate with Luke telepathically sometimes. That just sounds like he's gonna turn into a very specific type of mental walkie-talkie. I don't know if that's more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Well, maybe Darth Vader doesn't have a very good imagination. We don't know. Okay, that's a good point. So then the heroes see Obi-Wan fighting, and he sacrifices himself so they don't try to rescue him. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, and so Luke is super sad. He's sadder about the death of an old guy he barely knew than he was about the people that raised him. That's right, but he's only sad for like a minute. Oh, these people suck at grieving. So then they check out the Death Star plans, and it turns out there's a little vent that if you shoot it, the whole thing blows up. Okay. And then Obi-Wan uses his new mental walkie-talkie powers to tell Luke to use the Force and blow up the Death Star, and so, yeah, that works. Fantastic. And then Han and Luke both get medals. What about Chewbacca? No. Oh, very harsh. And so, yeah, that's about it. It sounds very cool. I guess my one question is, why would the Death Star have such a big fault built into it? Oh, yeah, I guess that is kind of a weird plot hole. I guess I could find an explanation, but I feel like it would take like 2 hours. Okay. I mean, I guess it would be pretty cool to explain it, though. Maybe like 40 years from now. I thought I asked you to stop doing that. I said 40 this time. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Let's do it. So, you have a Star Wars movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So, you might have heard that Mark Hamill had a car accident and broke his nose, so we're going to have to kind of address the fact that his face is different. Oh, way ahead of you. We're going to start the movie on this ice planet called Hoth, right? And then this monster is going to, punch him in the frickin' face. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, so Luke wakes up in this cave, and this monster has frozen his feet to the ceiling. What? How did he manage that? I don't know, but it happens off screen, so you have to accept it. Oh, I do. Okay, good to know. Anyway, so Luke sees that his lightsaber conveniently fell right next to him and not outside as he was being violently dragged through the snow. Oh, very lucky. Yeah, so then he grabs the lightsaber using the Force and frees himself while somehow not cutting off his own feet. Wow, skills. And then he cuts the monster's arm off. Oh, great, so he can finish off the monster and spend the night in the cave. He sure can, but instead he's gonna run outside. What? Isn't it freezing? Yeah, he's gonna run right out of the cave at the freezing cold at dusk. Is he able to keep himself warm with the Force or something? No, not at all. He passes out pretty much immediately. Oh, but before he passes out, the ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi shows up. And he's like, you need to go to this planet Dagobah and meet a Jedi Master named Yoda, who actually trained me. He shows up to tell him this right before he passes out in the cold. Yeah, he waited for this moment after 3 years of silence. Obi-Wan is kind of a drama queen. Okay, and you say this Yoda guy trained him? Exactly, except he didn't. What? Yeah, Obi-Wan's kind of a liar, too. Oh, a very sassy ghost. Anyway, so then Han Solo shows up and stuffs Luke inside a dead camel dinosaur. Oh, that's nice of him, I guess. Yeah, and these camel dinosaurs have warm guts, so Luke is able to survive in the cold. Wow. Anyway, so then back at the Rebel base, Leia kisses Luke because she wants to show Han she doesn't care about him. Oh, a little love triangle, huh? That's cool. That's like a relatable human story. Oh, you mean relatable as in I should have them be related? No, that's not what I meant at all. I guess they can be related if that's what you're into. It's not, I didn't. All right, the reveal in the next movie, you weirdo. Oh, no. Anyway, so the Empire finds out about this Rebel base, and they attack with these giant AT-AT things. What are those? They're these giant things that walk super slowly and can only shoot directly in front of them. Oh, it doesn't sound like a very effective weapon. Oh, they're very effective against enemies that are directly in front of them. So the Rebels just don't attack them from the front? Oh, no, they do. Oh, they do. Yeah, so a bunch of them get killed, and they're trying
trying to shoot these things down, but they have these big shields.
Uh-oh.
But then they tie them up and make them fall, and then when they shoot them, they explode.
The shields don't work anymore when they're on the ground? Apparently not. Well, great.
So then Han and Leia try to escape, but their hyperdrive isn't working, so they have to play hide and seek for the movie.
Oh, really?
And at the same time, Luke takes off with R2-D2 to go to Dagobah.
He doesn't have any problems escaping?
None whatsoever. So anyway, he gets to this planet, and it's just a big swamp, and that's where he meets Yoda.
Oh, what's Yoda's deal?
Well, he's tiny and green, and he says his words in like a backwards order.
Why?
Because.
Oh, okay.
So after some convincing, Yoda agrees to train Luke to be a Jedi.
Oh, what kind of training are we talking?
We're talking front flips, climbing things, lifting things with his mind, more flips, lots of flips.
Jedi requires a lot of flipping.
It sure does. So anyway, after a couple of days of doing flips in a swamp with a puppet, Luke has a vision that his friends are in trouble. So he's like, I gotta go.
Okay.
And Yoda's like, no, you better not go. And even Obi-Wan shows up to be like, yeah, no, you need to finish your flippy training with this puppet who trained me, but also no, he didn't.
Oh, so what does Luke do?
Well, he decides to ignore the puppet and the ghost, and he takes off.
Oh, ignoring ghosts is tight. That's what I do all the time with a disembodied ghost head that lives in my office.
Well, what are you talking about? There's a ghost that lives in here?
Nope. There's not.
Well, okay then. So anyway, then Han and Leia go meet Lando Calrissian, who's an old friend of Han's.
Okay.
And he acts all friendly, but it turns out the Empire got there a couple of minutes before Han and Leia. So they get captured, and Han Solo gets frozen in carbonite.
Oh, no.
And then Luke shows up, but it quickly becomes clear that he has not done enough flippy training.
Darth Vader overpowers him.
Yeah, he cuts his hand off.
Oh, man, you love when people get their arms and hands cut off, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I just had to write that in there.
Very weird.
Anyway, so then Luke is like, Obi-Wan said you killed my father, and Vader's like, no, I am your father.
Oh, Luke, I am your father. That's a great quote.
That's not the quote, though. It's, no, I am your father.
Luke, I am your father. I love it.
Okay, whatever. So anyway, then Luke is like, no.
Right.
And by now he's out on this thing with nothing below it but a huge drop.
Oh, man, it's going to be tough for him to get out of that situation. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Oh, really?
Yeah, he just lets himself fall and he happens to land in a fun slide thing.
Oh, they should call him Lando, am I right?
That's not funny.
Okay.
Anyway, so then Luke is hanging from a thing in the sky, right? And he uses his brain force walkie-talkie to ask Leia for help.
Oh, wow, that's a whole lot of convenience.
It's a whole lot of force usage.
Yeah, but the same thing from a writing perspective. That's the same thing. Yeah, that's it. You mean that?
That's it. It's over.
But Han is still frozen in carbonite and Darth Vader is still out there. Does this movie not have an ending?
No, not really. People are just going to have to come see episode 6 in a couple of years.
Episode 6? What are you talking about? This is the second movie.
Of the first trilogy, which is technically the second trilogy, because after this we could do a trilogy taking place before this, and after that we could do a trilogy taking place after this.
Trilogy. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we need to make a bunch of these movies right now in the 80s before people lose interest in this Star Wars fad.
Yeah, true. I guess people won't really be into this franchise beyond this decade.
So, you have a Star Wars sequel for me?
Yes, sir, I do.
So Luke has concocted this amazing plan to save Han Solo from Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, amazing.
So what's his plan? It's pretty straightforward. They send in Leia in a disguise with Chewbacca as a prisoner.
Okay.
Then Luke sends a hologram of himself via C-3PO and R2-D2 and gives them as a gift.
Right.
Also, Lando's infiltrated the place as like a guard, and Luke also goes in person and gets thrown into a monster pit.
This is sounding like a lie.
Then he has Leia unfreeze Han. Everybody gets caught. So they have him brought out for execution, where R2 shoots the lightsaber over to him, and he saves the day.
It feels like this plan could and should go wrong in 1,000 different ways.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. It goes exactly to plan.
How did he know that was all going to work? Like, what if he just took R2 apart right away for scraps?
The Force?
I don't think you could just use the Force as an excuse. We're going to have to address the fact that Luke's plan is insane. Princess Leia's going to be in a gold bikini along the way. Plan's probably fine as is. Right, so what else happens?
Oh, well, Boba Fett is back.
Oh, people love that guy for some reason. So what's he going to do?
Bounce off a wall like a cartoon character to die immediately.
Yeah, so that's all done.
Soon, then Luke goes to Dagobah to finish his training with Yoda.
Oh.
And Yoda's there making himself some food, but when Luke shows up, he's like, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to die, actually.
Oh, he's just going to die when Luke shows up?
Yeah, but before he dies, he's like, Luke, to finish your training and become a full Jedi, you have to go confront Darth Vader. But wait, in the last movie, he was like, you can't go confront Vader until you finish your training.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. Yeah, so total opposite now. Wow, yeah, total 180.
So then Luke has a chat with Obi-Wan's ghost, and he's like, hey, you told me my dad was dead, but then I found out that Darth Vader's my father, so what's up?
Oh, calling him out on his lie.
Yeah, but then Obi-Wan's like, well, from a certain point of view, I wasn't lying.
Oh, man, such a sassy ghost. The sassiest ghost.
And so Luke too sad.
What?
Yeah, pretty dramatic way to go, right? So how does she remember her mom if she saw her for like a minute when she was like a minute old?
I don't know.
Oh, impossible baby memories are tight. Anyway, so the big threat in this movie is that the Empire is building another Death Star. Oh, I bet they're not leaving in a little port where if you shoot it, the whole thing explodes. No, they definitely don't include that. Wow, so it's going to be tough to find a way to destroy this one. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, they don't have the port anymore, but they do have this tunnel that leads to a reactor that if you shoot it, the whole thing explodes. They are very bad at making these things.
Yeah, they are.
Wow. Anyway, so the good guys find out that there's a shield generator for this thing on this forest planet called Endor. Oh, and how do they find out about this shield generator? Oh, well, actually, we're going to find out that the evil Emperor is the one who leaked the information so we can ambush them. Oh, so we just sent them to a random location or to a decoy? Oh, no, we sent them to the actual one. What? If it was a lie, why not lie about the whole thing? I don't know, but he's also the one who leaked the information about the Death Star's new weakness. Oh, okay, I see. And so that part is fake, and even if they attack it, it's not going to blow up. Oh, no, that's real, too.
What is going on?
Well, if he gave them fake intel, they wouldn't have a chance at winning. Wouldn't that be what he would want? Yeah, but that's not what I want. I want the heroes to stand a chance. And for them to stand a chance, he had to make the Emperor an idiot? That's right.
Well, okay then.
So anyway, the rebels get all camoed up and head into the forest. Oh yeah, I guess they really need to blend in with the surroundings, huh? Yeah, and C-3PO is all like, wait, they dress in camouflage, but they bring a big shiny gold robot with them? That's right. So then the main characters get captured by these super cute merchandising opportunities.
Oh, I like the sound of them.
Yeah, and they think that C-3PO is like a golden god, but they want to cook and eat everybody else. Oh, so does C-3PO just tell them to stop? No, he says it's against his programming to impersonate a god, so he can't tell them what to do. So how's he going to help them? He's going to wait a couple minutes, then tell them what to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, so anyway, then there's going to be this big battle on Endor and this big battle in space. Wow. And Luke's going to go see Darth Vader to be like, hey, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, the light side of the Force? How does that go? Oh, not well at first. Darth Vader brings him to see the Emperor, and they have this very uncomfortable conversation that leads to the Emperor trying to kill Luke with lightning. Oh, no. Yeah, it's pretty rough. But then Darth Vader steps in to save his son and chucks the Emperor over the railing. Ah, he became a good guy. He did. And so then Darth Vader is dying, and we get to see him without his helmet. Oh, wow. What does he look like? I'm going to say mashed potatoes. Oh, not what I was expecting, but okay. Anyway, so then Luke escapes off the new Death Star just before it explodes, and the rebels win.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah, so they're going to have this big party with the merchandising opportunities, and then Luke's going to see the Force ghosts of Yoda and Obi-Wan and of Anakin Skywalker. He sees Darth Vader's Force ghost? He does. It's going to be a very sweet moment. So doesn't that mean that technically Palpatine is also still out there as a Force ghost?
No.
I feel like it does, though. He's going to come back, isn't he? You said you had a new Star Wars script to pitch me? Yes, sir, and I know you bought Lucasfilm for $4 billion, so there's a lot riding on this. Yeah, we really have to find a way to capture the essence of the original trilogy. I mean, I know that's going to be tough. Actually, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Really? Yeah, well, I figure we can just redo some of the stuff from A New Hope. Redo stuff? Can we get away with that? Yeah, well, not like a lot of stuff. Maybe just have, like, a Force-sensitive lead character from a desert planet that dreams of a better life, some incredibly important information stored in a lovable droid, a powerful bad guy with a mask and a red lightsaber and a bad temper, a cantina full of questionable characters and strange music, the main female character getting captured and brought into a giant starbase that can destroy planets, followed by a rescue mission to get her out, and then if there's time, a bunch of ships that get sent on trench runs to hit a weak point on the base and blow it up, the lightsaber death of an old mentor figure witnessed by the lead character, just a couple of things like that. Oh, people won't be mad about us copying minor stuff like that, right? No, I think if we call it fan service, we'll be good. That's a good point. So, tell me about the new characters. Oh, this is gonna blow your mind. One of the main characters is named Finn, and he's a stormtrooper. But stormtroopers are evil. That's what's amazing about this. Finn realizes that killing innocent people is bad, and he doesn't want to do it. That's really good. That's gonna humanize stormtroopers. Exactly. They used to be these disposable things in Star Wars, and now it's like, these are people. These are real people with real emotions and feelings. Right, and stormtroopers didn't choose this life. Like, they were put into this at birth. It really makes you see stormtroopers in a new light. So how does Finn escape? Oh, well, he kills a bunch of stormtroopers and gets away. Oh, cool. Yeah, he and Poe have like a little stormtrooper murder rampage. Poe? Oh yeah, Poe is this awesome resistance pilot and also an opportunity for us to pull a Dumbledore if we want. Pull a Dumbledore? Yeah, that's when you wait a couple of years to reveal a character's sexual orientation. Oh. Yeah, there's kind of maybe a thing between him and Finn. We hint at it. Interesting. And then there's Raymond. Oh, who's he? No, she is the big star of this movie. And her name is Raymond? Raymond, yeah. You don't like it? I'm not crazy about it. Okay, I ran that by everybody in the office, but... And everybody loves Raymond? Everybody loves Raymond. Okay. Look, tell you what, I'll shorten it to Rey. Yeah, that's better, and maybe change the A to an E. Sure, thanks, that feels better. So anyway, Rey is the new hero of the franchise. I'm listening. When we meet her, she's like super resourceful and has all these skills, and she's gonna lose everything and have to go through big changes. No, she's just gonna kind of realize that she has other skills too. Oh, so instead of having a character arc, no, it's more of a character just upwards line. Very interesting, and what's her backstory? Oh, we're barely gonna talk about it so everybody could come up with theories. Smart. And then there's Kylo Ren. He's the son of Han Solo and Princess Leia, and he's evil. Really? What's his deal? Well, he wants to be just like his grandpa Vader, and he has these really intense temper tantrums. Oh, you know what? I can picture him already. You have some ideas for casting? Yeah, so you know that show Girls? Yeah, that show that's all about women and real takes on their stories and their lives. Exactly, so I'm thinking of the guy from that show. Oh, so the big breakout star from Girls can be the guy from Girls. Adam Driver. He'd be perfect. I'm all for it. Now tell me about the story, what actually happens in the movie. Right, so everybody's trying to find Luke Skywalker because he's the only Jedi left. He's the last Jedi? Yeah. I like the sound of that. Remind me of that later? Yeah, sure. Thanks. So anyway, there's an important part of this map that probably leads to him that's being kept inside this little droid called BB-8. What's he look like? Imagine if a salad bowl fell upside down on a soccer ball and for some reason you wanted to hug it. That's going to sell a lot of toys. Oh, for sure. So BB-8 ends up alone on this planet called Jakku. Jakku? Basically Tatooine. Oh. Yeah, and then there's kind of a string of coincidences, and that leads us to the end of the movie. Coincidences? Oh yeah, a lot. Like what? Well, BB-8 happens to stumble upon Rey, who happens to be Force sensitive, and Finn happens to have his little spiritual awakening when they capture BB-8's owner, Poe, so he helps him escape because he needs a pilot, and then they happen to get separated during a crash on Jakku, and then Finn happens to put on his jacket so BB-8 can happen to point him out, and then they escape in a ship that happens to be the Millennium Falcon, and Rey happens to be a world-class pilot, and then almost immediately they happen to get picked up by its owner Han Solo, who also happens to be the father of the big bad guy and happens to bring them to see someone who happens to have Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, which happens to have a huge connection with Rey because she happens to have force powers, so when she gets captured by Kylo Ren, she happens to realize she has powers that help her escape, and then the Resistance blows up the big bad guy base because it happens to have a big weak spot that they happen to know about because Finn used to be a janitor there. And Rey doesn't kill Kylo Ren or vice versa. Now the ground happens to open up between them and they can't finish fighting. Doesn't that all feel a little too convenient? Yeah, but I think we could chalk it up to like the will of the Force or whatever. Okay. You don't think people will buy it? Well, maybe just to be safe, we can distract people with random cameos. That could work. Who would you get? Just off the top of my head, maybe... Okay, so we have a lot of great stuff set up from The Force Awakens that we have to pay off in this movie, so let's start with Snoke. What do you have planned for Snoke? Sure, well, you know how he was this dark, ominous hologram figure? Yeah. Well, in Episode 8, we're going to see him in person, and he's going to be more of like a disfigured old playboy. He is? Yeah, and he has like a really flashy gold robe on. It looks like what they probably give you if you rent a suite at a Trump hotel. Interesting. Yeah, so overall, he looks like if Hugh Hefner fell face first down an elevator shaft, and then they did their best. And so we find out more about him as a character. Oh yeah, definitely. So you know how in the first movie it was like, who is this guy? What's his deal? Yeah. Well, in this movie we confirm that he's like an evil guy. Oh, okay, saving him for a bigger role in Episode 9. No, he dies. He does? Yeah, Kylo Ren cuts him in half. Wow, do you think the fans are going to be disappointed, or what do you mean? Well, I mean, we kind of baited fans for 2 years with questions like, who's Snoke? And now he's dead. Right, that's what makes it so surprising. Oh, true, I didn't think of it that way. Plus, it gives more weight to the reveal of Rey's parents. Oh, yeah, about that. They are nobody. Oh, really? Yeah, Kylo Ren says he saw him in a vision, so they're dead. They're nobody. Is he telling the truth? Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to kind of gloss over it. Okay, so what about the other big cliffhanger? What's that? Well, at the end, Rey is handing Luke his lightsaber back. It's like a huge moment. Oh, yeah, well, he just tosses it over his shoulder like garbage. Oh, yeah, and then he squeezes some boobs and goes fishing. Whose boobs? Just this big alien sea cow with 4 boobs. A big alien sea cow with 4 boobs. Yeah, and then the alien sea cow with 4 boobs looks at Rey like... So we're really taking all the stuff that The Force Awakens set up and just throwing it out the window. Pretty much, yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think JJ actually had answers to those questions. What makes you say that? Well, I mean, you've seen Lost. True, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I figure let's just kind of wipe the slate clean. Fair enough, let the past die. Kill it if you have to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Can I add that in? Sure, thanks. And oh, actually, there is one big question we are going to answer in here. What's that? How does Kylo Ren look without a shirt on? Was that a big question? Don't tell me you've never wondered. Like, no, I don't think I have. Well, the answer is surprisingly good. Well, okay. Yeah, dude, works out. So what else happens in the movie? Oh, well, there's a really powerful scene where Kylo Ren, with his shirt on, is gonna kill his mom, Leia, like he killed his father. Exactly, but at the last second, he stops himself. Wow. But then it's too late. Leia's command post is hit by another ship from the First Order. Incredible. Yeah, and we see her body floating through space, and it's a really beautiful end for the character, because you should have her fly back. What? Leia, have her fly back like Mary Poppins. But how? You know Mary Poppins? Yeah, I know Mary Poppins. Have her fly back like Mary Poppins. But how? She uses the Force? I don't know. Okay. I mean, I don't really have plans for her for the rest of the movie, but she could be in a coma. It's cool. Yeah, no, sure. I'll have her fly back like Mary Poppins. Awesome, thanks. I really like Mary Poppins. You're welcome. So I'm still not getting exactly what this movie is about. Okay, well basically imagine a car chase. Yeah, sounds exciting. Now imagine that chase was happening in space and really slowly, right? So basically that's it. The First Order is waiting for the Resistance to run out of fuel so they can blow them up. That doesn't sound super thrilling. It's not. And also the Resistance can't go light speed because the First Order can track them now. So they just kind of float around for the whole movie. So then Finn and the Sneak Character goes to want a super long side quest that doesn't work. It doesn't work at all? Not even a little. And they go to this casino city and they see like slave children and slave animals. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and they managed to free the animals, so they're like, you know what? No matter what happens, this was worth it. Not the slave children? No, they're still slaves. And what's the deal with this Rose character? Why is she in this? Well, she's there so Finn can have someone to say funny things to. Right, makes sense. Also, at the end of the movie, Finn is going to make this amazing self-sacrifice and save the day, and she swoops in and stops him. Why? Because she wanted a little kiss. Oh, that's cute, I guess. Yeah, and it really comes out of nowhere because there was no romantic chemistry there whatsoever. And she stops him from saving the day. Doesn't that put everybody's lives in danger? It does. I mean, Luke shows up and saves the day, but she didn't know that was going to happen. And what about some of the other characters? What about BB-8? Well, BB-8 is now a superhero. Really? Yeah, he's basically the best fighter in the movie. Wow. What about Captain Phasma? Oh, well, I thought she was really underused in the first movie. Agreed. So I did that again. Oh, yeah, and also she dies. Wow. But we do find out her armor is, like, really strong, like blaster-proof. How come only she has that armor and not all the stormtroopers? I don't know. And Rey? Yeah, she gets a lot stronger in this movie with little to no training or struggle. It's like the classic hero's journey, but you cut out all the middle stuff. Exactly. What else happens? We have R2-D2 and C-3PO. They both show up and they're like, hey, we're in this. Fan service. And also there's a purple-haired Vice Admiral that keeps secrets for no reason. And Kylo Ren and Rey slide into each other's Force DMs. Okay, now let's talk merchandise. Okay. You mentioned BB-8, but I feel like we need something new to sell toys. Yeah, makes sense. I know it's going to be tough to come up with something that people just blindly throw money at. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Really? Yeah, just what are two creatures that people find cute? I don't know, seals and penguins. Perfect, I'll mix those two together and put a bunch of them on Luke's island. Are you going to incorporate them into the plot somehow? Yeah. Okay, this is fun. What can we come up with? Okay, what are some amazing gifts you'd surprise your wife with? I don't know, maybe a puppy or some jewelry. Okay, so how about...
So, you have a Star Wars sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. So in the opening text crawl, we're going to find out that Palpatine is alive again, and he sent out a transmission to everybody. Oh, Palpatine is back? How is that possible? Well, the dark side is a pathway to many abilities some would consider unnatural. Oh, very vague. What does that mean? It means get all the way off my back about this and don't bring it up again. Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing. So it turns out he was pulling the strings this whole time, like he created Snoke. Seriously? Yep, we didn't see him because he was in a basement with strobe lights. It's so strange that we never hinted at this at all whatsoever in any way. Yeah, pretty crazy, but this was always the plan. Was it though? I mean, yeah, I wouldn't start a trilogy without a roadmap, you know? I didn't do that. Well, okay then, so what happens in this thing? Well, you know how in The Last Jedi we found out that Rey's parents are nobody? Right, yeah, between that and the Broom Kid, it seemed like maybe we were going for like a hopeful message, like the Force can be with anyone, you don't have to be related. Well, it turns out that Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. Oh, she is? Yeah, pretty cool, right? So that means that Palpatine has gotten, you know, intimate. Oh my god, yeah, no, I guess it does. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, I'm picturing it. So am I, and I hate it. Do it. Oh, he for sure said that. Okay, maybe we can move on.
I would literally love nothing more. So what happens in the movie?
Well, the good guys want to get to Palpatine, but to do that, they need to get a thing. Okay, but to get that thing, they're going to have to go to a place and get another thing, and go to another place and get another thing.
Okay, kind of sounds like a lot of fetch quests, like in a video game.
Well, people love video games.
That's a good point. Video games make money, so
from the other movie. He is, and he's like, I have a bad feeling about this. He says the thing, he says it, and then the good guys are gonna get chased by stormtroopers and end up in a tunnel. Uh-oh, that's not good. Actually, it is, because they find a dagger that's a clue to the exact thing they're looking for. Oh, wow, what are the odds of getting up in that exact spot after a chase? Astronomical, but this is space, so that's okay. Can't argue with that. So anyway, then Rey heals a giant snake, and they get out of there. She heals a snake? What are you talking about? Well, you can heal people and animals by giving them some life force or something, I decided. Oh, suddenly deciding that the force can do things is tight. It is. So anyway, this dagger has spit only C-3PO can understand, but he can't translate. Why? Because of his programming. But actually, why? To extend the plot a little. Okay, gotcha. So they need to go to this other planet to translate it, but Chewie gets captured. Oh no. Yeah, he's being taken away on a ship, but Rey accidentally blows it up. Oh my god, she kills Chewbacca? That's such a powerful, shocking moment. I can't believe it. Well, that's good, because it doesn't actually happen. What? Well, I want this film to have impactful moments, but I don't really want to deal with the actual impact, so I'll usually, undo them immediately. Oh, really? Yeah, so Chewbacca blows up, but it turns out he was on another ship, so it's okay. Okay. C-3PO has his memory wiped and has to say bye to his friends, but R2 has a backup, so it's okay. Wow. Rey stabs Kylo Ren, but then heals him, so it's okay. Could have been an interesting one. A planet blows up, but the characters we know get off it somehow, so it's okay. Wow, so not really many consequences at all. Well, when Luke said no one's ever really gone in the last movie, I really took that to heart as, a storytelling device. Yeah, sure seems that way. Yeah, so both Luke and Han are going to come hang out a bit too. Sure, why not? So anyway, then they're going to go to another planet to meet a Power Ranger that Poe used to date and a little alien dude named Babu Frick. Oh, what's his deal? Oh, well, he's just the cutest little merchandising opportunity. I love it. So then they go rescue Chewie and they get helped by Hux because it turns out he's a spy now. Oh, interesting. It'll be cool to see how that plays out through the movie. Oh no, he dies right away. Oh, he does? Yeah, well see, in The Last Jedi, we turned him into a little baby boy, so I have to replace him with somebody intimidating. If you say so. I do. So the good guys go to another planet and discover that the dagger points at a thing they need to get to go to a place. What, the dagger tells them where to go? Yeah, it turns out that somebody made this thing so they stand in a very specific pointed at the Death Star. It just goes where they need to go. They just happen to be standing in that specific spot. And they just happen to be standing in that specific spot. Wow, 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 wow. So it's really kind of a GPS thing that she knows, but then she's confronted by an evil version of herself for about 10 seconds. That's smart. So then Rey and Kylo Ren have a fight, and Finn is also there for some reason. Oh yeah, what's Finn up to in this movie? Well, he's gonna be there, for sure. That sounds good to me. He's also gonna meet some other ex-stormtroopers that defected too. Oh, that's good. Driving home the fact that stormtroopers are like real people, Exactly. And Finn's also gonna kill a bunch of stormtroopers. Oh, he is? Yeah, he's pretty good at it now. But I guess he has no choice, right? So it's like a somber moment when he has to do it. I don't know. He shouts woo a lot when he kills them. Wow, I don't know how this guy feels about stormtroopers. Unclear. He also has a big secret he's about to tell Rey when he thinks they're gonna die. Oh, what is it? I don't know. Fair enough. And what about Rose? What about her? Well, I mean, she was a major player in the last movie. Her and Finn kissed at the end of it. Right, yeah, but she has to study, so. She has to study. I mean, she would have gone on the adventure, but she has, like, a lot of studying to do. Well, okay then. And what about Maz Kanata? Are we gonna get answers? Answers about what? Well, in The Force Awakens, Han asked how she got Luke's lightsaber, and she was like, good question for another time. Oh, yeah, well, that is a good question for sure. Yeah, but like, probably best for another time. Did you forget to pay that off? I forgot to pay that off. That's okay, it happens. Confront Palpatine on this planet called Exegol. Okay. And the Resistance are gonna fight a massive fleet of Star Destroyers. How did Palpatine build so many Star Destroyers and staff them? By being off screen for several movies. That works for me. So what ends up happening on Exegol? What did I say? Well, Palpatine is like, Rey, if you kill me, my spirit's gonna take over your body. I guess that can be a thing. And then Ben shows up and Palpatine's like, ooh, a Force Dyad. A Force Dyad? A Force Dyad. So then he turns into a Dementor and starts sucking the life out of them. So stuff is just kind of happening, huh? Stuff's just kind of happening. So then he throws Ben off a cliff thing. And then everything is just going awful. I mean, there are way too many enemies in the space battle. Oh man, it's gonna be tough for the Resistance to win now. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh really? Yeah, because see, just when it seems like all hope is lost, Falcon's gonna be like, on your left, and a bunch of heroes show up. What? Sorry, Lando's gonna be like, we're here, and a bunch of heroes show up. Oh, very cool. And then Palpatine's gonna use lightning to attack Rey, and he's gonna be like, I am all the Sith. Wow, 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 wow. And then Tony's gonna be like, and I am Iron Man. What? Sorry, Rey's gonna be like, and I am all the Jedi. I love it. Yeah, so he's shooting lightning at her, and she's blocking it with a lightsaber. Yeah. Yeah, and they're struggling, but then she uses lightsabers, and that does the trick. He gets hit with his own lightning. Couldn't he have just stopped shooting the lightning? Yeah, but he doesn't. That's kind of his thing. It does seem to be. That guy zaps himself
way, so she wakes up. Wow, they should kiss. What? They should have a little kissy kiss. I don't really know that there was like a romantic. Make them kiss. Okay, so they kiss, and then he dies. Oh, he dies. Well, yeah, he transferred the last of his life force to her. Oh, so she can like transfer it back to him now? Well, yeah, but she doesn't. Oh, savage. So then all the good guys are gonna have a big party. Very fun. And Lando and this ex-stormtrooper girl talk about how she doesn't know where she's from, and he's gonna be like, well, let's find out. So what does that mean? Unclear, sir. Either a spin-off adventure, or he's gonna hook up with somebody 55 years younger than him. Wow, well, that's either exciting or both. So what do you think overall? Well, it sounds great, but one thing's kind of bugging me. What's that, sir? Well, you said that Palpatine, like, transmits a message. I just wish we could hear what it was. Oh, yeah, I actually had a pretty cool idea about that. Oh, you did? Yeah. Have you heard of Fortnite? What? Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Hope you like that pitch meeting. There are over 100 episodes of pitch meeting on the channel that you can check out. I also have some other videos on there around. Also, in the comment section what other movies you'd like to see these pitches for. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell button, the button. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.
Meet Darren from Faith and Nature. When demand increased, they secured funding to source more ingredients for their 100% vegan products. Can you be ethical and successful? Naturally. Lloyds Bank, by the side of business.
So, you have an animated movie idea for me? Yes, sir, I do. Hamlet meets Bambi in Africa with cats. Oh, random word association is tight. Potato light bulb with a guinea pig judge. Those are some very random words, sir, but mine were actually deliberately chosen. Oh, really? Yeah, the movie's gonna be called The Lion King. Wow, well, okay, what happens in the movie? Well, the first image is gonna be this amazing African sunrise, accompanied by some beautiful African music. Oh, that sounds so peaceful. How does the music go? Well, it's gonna go a little something like, yeah, exactly. You know it? No, I don't. And that sounded really aggressive. I couldn't even understand what you were saying. I was saying Yatsum Ganyama Bagiti Baba. Oh, okay. It did sound a lot cooler when you just yelled it. Yeah, I thought so. So what happens after the sunrise? Well, all these African animals are gonna gather around to honor this new baby lion Simba, who's gonna be king someday. Seems a little weird that they'd all gather to honor a predator that's probably gonna kill them. No, see, it all has to do with the circle of life, so they're cool with it. What's the circle of life? Oh, it's this really cool thing that Simba's dad Mufasa is gonna explain to him. Okay. See, the lions might violently murder and eat all the animals, but when the lions die, they just eat the grass and the animals eat them. One of those groups is clearly getting a better deal out of that. It's all perfectly fair. So the lions are in charge because they can kill anyone they want? Right. I'm pretty sure that's called a reign of terror. Yeah, that sounds about right. So what other characters are in the movie? Well, there's Simba's uncle Scar, who thinks he should be king when Mufasa dies. Why do they call him Scar? Because he's got a scar on his face. Oh, that's a little on the nose. No, it's a big one on his eye. Never mind. We're gonna have Simba grow up with this lioness named Nala, and eventually they're gonna fall in love. But then private lions only have like 1 or 2 males. Yeah, what does that have to do with anything? Well, that means that Nala's father is either Mufasa or Scar. Right, yeah. So Simba and Nala are either half siblings or cousins. Exactly. Oh, you're being weirdly okay with cat incest. Yeah. Remind me to never hang out with you, okay? I'll do that. So what else happens in the movie? Well, Simba's gonna have this whole big song and dance number about how he's going to be king. Wow, that's super mean. What do you mean? I mean, you could secretly wish for your father to die, but singing a whole song about it is kind of messed up. I guess it is a little messed up now that you mention it. Simba's a jerk. Anyway, so later Scar and his hyenas are gonna trap Mufasa and Simba in a wildebeest stampede. next? Well, one day Nala is gonna show up and be like, holy crap, Simba, we all thought you were dead.
Wow, it must be great to see his sister again.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, bro, you need to come back, because Scar took over with a bunch of hyenas, and now there's no food or water or rain. Wow, I can't believe Scar gets stuck to weather like that. Yeah, and then Simba and Nala are gonna roll around, and she's gonna give him this look like, oh boy, you and I are gonna get it on, brother. Feels like it's gonna be difficult to convey that expression on a cartoon animal, though. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, just get me in a room with your weirdest animator, and I'll tell him exactly. Oh, yeah, my office, you weirdo. Anyway, so then Simba's gonna talk to a cloud and go home to confront Scar. How does that go? Well, Scar tells everybody that Simba killed Mufasa and he's a murderer. Oh, so Simba explains what really happened. No, he's gonna be like, I'm not a murderer, and that's about it. Wow. Yeah, and so then they're gonna fight, and Scar's gonna end up getting eaten by his hundreds of hyena buddies. Incredible. And so yeah, then Simba becomes king again, and it immediately starts to rain, and all the plants and stuff grow back. I never realized that a lion monarchy could have such an impact on the weather and environment. Yeah, it's a little known fact. Very cool. What happens with the hyenas? Well, we never see them again, so I guess the lions ate them. Oh my god. Yeah, real savage. So what do you think? Well, it sounds great. I can't wait to cash in on it a few times. What do you mean a few times? So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's gonna be called Aladdin. Oh, Aladdin what? Like in the city or something? Just Aladdin, that's the guy's name. Oh, I thought this was like a Scottish thing. Never mind. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna meet this shopkeeper guy, and he's gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you the story about a magic lamp. Okay, and we'll come back to him at the end. No, we'll never see him again. Oh, just fully abandoning your framing device. Yeah, completely. Wow. And we're gonna have this cool song about Arabian Nights. Yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah, it's gonna be like
Trust him.
like your face. It's barbaric, but it's home. Oh, I think that might be racist. Oh, whoops. Whoopsing. Should I change it, or? No, let's keep it like that, and if people get mad, we'll change it for the home release. Well, now that you bring it up, I feel like people are probably gonna get mad. Well, let's just keep it. Well, okay then. So what else happens in the movie? Jasmine, and the law says she has to marry a prince before her next birthday. Or what? Big consequences. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, it might be. How old is Jasmine anyway? She's like 15. Oh, this whole thing's gonna be a little creepy then, isn't it? Yeah, if you stop to think about any of it, for sure. Well, let's hope people don't do that. Fingers crossed. So anyway, she's gonna venture into the market and meet this poor guy, Aladdin. That's the name of the movie. It sure is. So they're instantly gonna fall in love, but he's gonna get captured by some guards. Oh no. And then this bad guy Jafar tricks him into going into a cave. Oh, tricking people into going into caves is tight. Yeah. And the whole thing about this cave is that only one can enter, and he has to be a diamond in the rough. Oh, very mysterious. Is the cave full of treasures? It is. So Aladdin enters with his monkey Abu. I thought only one could enter. Yeah, well, Abu was an animal, so I guess it doesn't count. Wow, too bad Jafar doesn't have an animal companion. Oh, he does actually. He has a super smart parrot named Iago. Oh, so why didn't he send Iago in? Because that works. Yeah, so anyway, inside this cave...
Okay, yeah.
Oh, it sounds serious. Yeah, it is. So they immediately touch a flying carpet. Oh my god, so what happens? Nothing. They become friends with it. So that no touching thing was nonsense? Well, no, because then Abu touches a ruby and the whole place starts to fall apart and into lava and stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, they almost escape, but then Jafar betrays them and leaves them for dead. That's not very nice. Nope. But luckily, Abu managed to grab the magic lamp and a big old genie comes out of it. Oh, a big old genie. And the genie can't make people fall in love, so Aladdin is like, okay, I wish for you to make me into a prince. Oh, right, because he's in love with the underage girl. Yeah, so that'll lead us into this whole story where Aladdin is trying to get with the underage girl, but it's not working. Very weird. I feel uncomfortable. And the genie's gonna be like, well, you know, you should tell her the truth. You're not a prince. Wait, so he didn't make him into a prince? Apparently not, I guess, or him being a prince would be the truth. Wow, Aladdin kind of got a crappy deal here. Yeah, but he definitely made it look like he was a prince. Like he had a big parade with a bunch of loyal subjects cheering for him. Like, you made it look legit. Wait, what loyal subjects? Unclear, but there are lots of them. Like, just to pretend that Aladdin is a prince? Maybe. Wow, this genie's like a god that went insane. Yeah, so anyway, now Jafar wants to marry Jasmine so he can become sultan. How does he plan on doing that? Well, Jafar is able to manipulate the current sultan to get whatever he wants. So, like, he has a way with words? No, he has a staff that lets him magically manipulate him. What? Yeah, he has like a magic cobra staff, lets him hypnotize people, get them to do what he wants. So why doesn't he just make the sultan relinquish his power? I don't know. Why doesn't he make Aladdin go away? I don't know. Why doesn't he make Roger marry him? Okay, please get off my back about this mind control stuff. It's just weird to give the guy who wants stuff the power to make people give him stuff. Yeah, well, I'm a weird guy. What can I say? I don't know if that makes up for it. It does, actually. So anyway, then Aladdin is going to take Jasmine on a
magic carpet ride. Oh, he is? Yeah, and he's gonna say super romantic stuff while they're up there, like, don't you dare close your eyes. Oh, so he threatens her? Yeah, but in a romantic setting. I feel like that makes it worse. Well, she's into it, so it kind of works. Well, okay then. And then eventually Jafar gets his hands on the lamp. Uh-oh. Yeah, and he exiles Aladdin to this snowy, freezy place so he'll freeze and die. Wow, well, it's gonna be hard for Aladdin to get out of there. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because see, Jafar sent him over there with his magic carpet. Oh, that's very considerate of him. It is. So Aladdin, just kind of flies back. Fantastic. Yeah, and he manages to defeat Jafar by tricking him into wishing he was a genie. Oh, very smart. Yeah, but now Aladdin's not a prince anymore, so he can't marry Jasmine. Was he a prince, though? Not super clear, but he's definitely not anymore because his clothes changed. Well, okay then. But Aladdin promised Genie he would use his final wish to set him free, so now he's got to be like, I got to choose between love and keeping my promise. Why doesn't he just do both? What do you mean? Well, he could wish to be a prince, whatever that means, then give Jasmine the lamp, and she could wish for Genie's freedom. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that would solve everything. Well, then let's just pretend like this is a dramatic moment then. Oh, okay, I love pretending. Great, and so that's about it. Well, sounds great. Oh, and we're gonna have to get somebody really good to play the Genie. Oh, we are? Yeah, he has to be super charismatic and funny. Maybe we can get Robin Williams? Oh, he'd be perfect. He'd eat that roll up. Oh, yeah, he'd just be irreplaceable, so goodbye to future remakes and stuff. So you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I know this is going to be the first ever feature-length computer animated movie, so I'll be sure to keep the human characters to a minimum. Well, that's very nice of you, but honestly, it's even better if there were no humans at all. We are not good at rendering those right now. Well, we only have what trees do when humans leave, so there kind of has to be a couple of humans, Okay, but just so you know, their faces are, absolutely going to be the stuff of nightmares. Just haunting stuff. Understood, sir. So you said the movie's about toys? Yes, and those things can be toys that are actually they have, secret lives going on when humans leave the room. Oh! And when humans come back into the room, they all rush back to their places and go stiff again. I have just so many questions. Uh-oh. Like what happens if somebody sees through the window and sees the toys running around? I don't know. At what point of the toy-making process do they become sentient? I don't know. If the toy's head breaks, does it die? And if a new replacement head is put on, is that an entirely new being? Uh-oh, please stop asking me questions. I'm sorry, it's just you drop a bombshell like toys come alive when you leave the room, and I have a couple of questions. Yeah, well, the whole thing falls apart if you think about it a little bit, so, please don't do that. Fair enough. So what happens in the movie? Here's this kid, Andy, and his favorite thing to play with is this little Woody. See, Woody is the name of a cowboy toy, and he's actually the main character of the movie. Oh, okay. And he's kind of the leader of Andy's toys, so they all look up to him. Romantically. Toys can be romantically involved with each other. We're certainly going to suggest that, yeah. I don't know much about the internet just yet, but I feel like people are going to take that information and do some pretty weird stuff with it. Oh, I'm going to make sure to get my dial-up modem set up and check that out. Okay, you weirdo. So anyway, Andy's family is moving in like a week, so all the toys are getting ready for moving day. Okay. But then they realize that it's Andy's birthday party, so they all get scared that they're going to get replaced by a cool new toy. Oh, interesting. For the most part, this is
Hello.
because all of Andy's
No, you really shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure. That was probably. It was. God. No. No, it was an Instagram notification.
Between her and Alfie.
Not a clue.
Did you have a conversation with her?
Nope.
Yeah. No?
Nope. I've blocked her.
Have you?
Yep.
She not mentioned it at school.
Nope.
So why don't I want to know who it is you're messaging then?
Because I'm not messaging it. No, I'm not. I'm joking. It was an Instagram notification.
Oh, that's all right.
I think it was someone that went
How
live.
do you feel about having your shower now, soldier? I would ask Emily, but she's fast asleep.
What? What?
Want to have a shower?
Yep.
Good man. Clock up your dinner time with that. That only takes you 5 minutes, doesn't it? Getting that new shower all fitted out in the new year. You could change to like a wet room and that, like, so you can literally just walk in there and turn the light.
Oh, can't you do like?
Those fountain shower things and that, like what you call them, rainforest showers and that.